Now, you all know that this is a power electronics and drive session, so that doesn't need any introduction, or I'll be introducing that to you a little while from now. But before I take all that course and I formally begin this semester as such for my course, so let us make use of whatever opportunity we have to the best possible extent. That is my opening remark. Okay. On that note, I'll begin today's session. It will be on the introductory aspects as far as power electronics course is concerned. Actually, this course is a very important, it is definitely a core course. You call it as a program core. That's the classification of this course. More importantly, it's some sort of a hardware oriented course, meaning you, as students, you need to come to lab, you need to do something, and then you need to learn from that. So that is how the course is oriented. So that hardware part is going to be missed, but I will just try to make sure that I show you some videos regarding the working or how that hardware actually works. In a way, I will somehow try to compensate for the presumptive loss of knowledge, loss of skill that one would anticipate. Fine. Okay. Now, the normal things which I wanted to tell, I'll tell them by having a slide, a presentation. And then, as far as this course is concerned, you have this wonderful textbook, M.H. Rashid. That is actually more than enough. So we can use that book. In case any additional books are required, I'll tell you. In case any numerical examples are being solved from some other textbooks during the lecture courses also, I'll let you know. Then and there, I'll try to point out where that particular example has been taken from. This textbook, Rashid e-copy is available, e-book is available. I'll share that e-book as well. Again, I'll put it in a Google Drive and then I'll share it. In this GK Dubai book, e-book, I haven't downloaded yet. It used to be there in our library, the physical or the hard copy. But e-copy, I'll try to find out. If I get, I'll share that book. If not, any other alternative, any other substitute, if it is there, I'll share that book. Right. So that's about the textbook part and the contact detail. And now what we are up to. See, the fundamental idea behind this course is to introduce the basic power semiconductor devices. Okay, and the converters which are going to be based on power semiconductor. It is actually power semiconductor devices and or converters and converters. I make that. Okay, fine. Now I think screen is fine and people are screen. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Fine. All right. I was elaborating on the differences between the low power semiconductor device which you might have come across and the high power semiconductor devices which you are yet to come across. So there are quite a few differences. Those differences are what make the power semiconductor devices handle such high voltages and handle such high currents. In fact, I'll try to show you some devices which can handle thousands of amperes and thousands of volts. It can block 1000 volt, it can block 100 ampere. Put together, you get 100 kilowatt, right? So there are such devices. I do have them in my cabin. So I'll just bring them and then I'll show you those devices. And that is one basic objective. How do you get high power devices which are capable of handling high voltages and carrying high currents? So you will be learning that. That is one major objective of this course. The second objective is to use all those devices and construct what are called as power electronic converters. You build a power electronic converter and then use them for supplying your load. This is where power processing comes. You may have the power supply in any form. It could be in AC form, it could be in DC form. Whereas the load that could need power in some other form. It could again be AC or it could be variable DC. Based on that, you process power. So this is where power. Okay. So in all the three methods that you had suggested so far, all the three methods are correct. Now, what is essentially being done using these three methods? Let's assume that the fan is working in AC, supply is also AC. We want to control the speed of that fan. So what are we looking at and how are we achieving that? So this is where we are going to take up the keyword, most appropriate power converter. What is the significance of this? Why do you call it as most appropriate? What are the options that we have come across so far? Firstly, we said that we can put a resistor. What is going to be the problem? Obviously, power dissipation. Voltage is going to be dropped across that resistor. A lot of power will be wasted in that resistor. It's not going to be efficient. All right. So the second option was having a voltage regulator. Now, what is that doing? That is the power electronic part. Right? So we say that we once you put a voltage regulator, it is going to be efficient. Let us see how it is going to be efficient later on. We will discuss that. Third option was go for on-off control. That is again another power electronic mean of controlling the speed of a AC fan. So the question that we are trying to answer is what is going to be most appropriate? We may have several options for a particular application. We may have several power converters also, combinations of power converters. Among those available options, which is going to be most appropriate? This will be the main outcome. After undergoing this course, you will be able to fix up this. You will be able to tell this. All right. The other one is, as far as drives are concerned, we will be able to tell what are the various speed control techniques. And we will be able to design various speed control methods for AC and DC. Motor drive. These are the two broad outcomes. Of course, if you look into the syllabus, which I'll be circulating, there are about 8 objectives, one objective for each module. Again, when you compile all those objectives and try to understand, it will be these two. The gist I have given, not perfect wordings which are there in syllabus. I have used my own words, but the gist is that is what is more important. So objectives and outcomes. Yeah, come across.